I was just sitting here and my quiet time that I try to do at least a couple times a week just to refocus or refill my cup. A lot of it consists of praying and meditating on things that I had occurred during the week or week priors, and things, why they happen. Life is a challenge. Life is going to be challenges, is challenging us every day. And we think, why is this happening to me? Why? And there was a point in my life not very long ago where I always questioned, what about me? Why did this happen to me? Why was I put in the situation I'm put into? Why did they come to me about that? And why can I not leave the past in the past? Why is there certain things in life that just rekindles that feeling inside of you of fear or doubt or sadness or failure? God had already written out this book of your life, already. And he already knows what's going to happen. And I sit here and I'm thinking, it's going to be okay. You just have to remain positive and think positive. And I'm hesitating because I don't want to say the wrong words and discourage you. I'm going to speak truths. I'm going to tell you the truths of things in my life. And that is not to throw a person underneath the bus. That's not going to state, let's mark him with the letter because he did this to this person, or he did this, or she, I've always stated labels belong on jars and not on people. Always. And I have that website called Jay's Angel Wings, and I try to educate these individuals who are going through a traumatic time or a hard time, the traits of an individual that they need to be aware of. It's not that I'm labeling them. What's a true narcissist? What's a true Christian? What's a true person? I remember one time when I first moved here, I was so devastated. I was horrified. We had just left Wichita, Kansas, and my husband and I, we had gone to a really, really beautiful church, and it felt home, and it felt comfortable, and I felt safe. And then moving to a new location, you have to start all over again. And I thought I was safe. I'm sitting there and we're going through the service, and you might have experienced this. You feel you're in a church and you feel you're safe because you're surrounded by Christ-like people in your life. They're on the same page as you. You're assuming. So the plate's going around to give offerings for the church to maintain, and I dropped it, and there wasn't a lot in there. I dropped it, and I looked at the lady next to me who was handing it to me, and I go, "My God, I'm so sorry." And she goes, "That's God's money." I was horrified, and I bent over and I picked up everything up. Everything. And tears were in my eyes. I was so embarrassed. And this individual never offered to help me. Never said, it's okay. Let's do it together. We're offering to God. It's almost like everyday life. You're at work or you're out in a social environment and people put up a front. And they do this out of fear. You're absolutely correct to this woman. It is God's money. It's going to the church. It's going to the foundation of this situation, of this setting. And it's but what made you better than me? What made you more Christ-like than I? I was horrified. So when you put yourself, or when you're in a situation, not when you put yourself, when you're in a situation and you become humbled, or you humble yourself because you think you did wrong, in fact, God is giving you eyes to see that even though you're in a setting of safeness, you're still going to get attacked. I don't attend that church anymore. It's not due to that situation. I don't hold that against anybody. Back in the day, maybe I did, but today, going through that, I knew the moment when I looked in her eyes, that's God's money. And she put her, and I'm thinking, oh my, please forgive her. Please forgive her. If this ever happens to you in life in general, if someone spills something somewhere, assist, help. It's only 2 seconds in your life, but it will make a difference. This lady never bent over, never leaned over to help me or the church or the community or the ones who are receiving this to assist, to make sure everything was in it to go. I now am attending a church that is very small. This young man is just remarkable. And you see him growing. I mean, he's so much younger than I. But you see him growing in the love that he has. And you see the community, you know, everyone, they're not perfect. Anywhere you go in life and in general. And I want you to remember this. Everybody you meet in life has dealing with something. Always. They might put a pretty face on. But what is in their heart? What is in their soul? Character. What is their character? So yes, God wrote the book. He knows what's going to happen, good and bad, which is on how I handle it. But the reason why you're going through the things that you're going through, angels, the reason why is because He's chosen you. He's chosen you because He knows that you would be able to handle this. Now you need to understand something. There are people who have addictive behavior, addictions that is created by negative and ugly and bad influences. You have to believe. Gotta have the strength. God's chosen you to be a leader, to follow through, to do what's right, and not to be so judgmental, and understand that we're all human. And forgive yourself. Someday this woman will be put in my shoes, and I pray it'll be a better in return for her. I pray. Someone had contacted me yesterday about a situation in their home and things that were abnormal or didn't, it scared them. And she came to me and she goes, I want you to look at these photos. Please look at these photos. What do you think they are? What do you sense? And my heart stopped. I'm thinking, I don't want to be in that world. And I had to step back because she didn't know that I was in that world before. She didn't know who I was before. And I'm thinking, God, why'd she come to me? Why'd she ask me? She doesn't know what I used to do. Why is she coming to me now? So we had called each other, and I was hearing her story, and she's telling me the situation, and the whole investigating hat was put on, and I'm dissecting the situation, and I think I know why it's happening, you have to do scientifically to take care of a situation, And she got done telling me, and I go, I have a question for you. Why did you come to me? And she goes, because I knew you believed in God, and I know you would have the right words to say, and I know that you would be able to comfort me. I was blown away, because it's not me that's doing it, it's God. So when that woman said to me, it's God's money, that wasn't God talking to me. That was something not nice, trying to psych me out. Set me all tilted. So when you're out in public and people are rude or disrespectful, or you hold the door open for them and they just walk in, don't expect a thank you. I'm just stating. Just know you will be rewarded. Believe me. Believe me. Today I can sit here and say to you, I knew that was you. And thank you. Love you.